Let's light a candle for this one. I have a lovely scented candle here. This is mahogany teak wood from Bath & Body Works. That sound, I love it. I am having green tea with mint and raspberry today. Not a very wintry scent, but I wasn't feeling the heavy black teas today, so one of my favorite greens it is. Gonna have a cup of that. Let me know what you're having. Hello guys, welcome to a new tea time video. We're gonna have a nice and cozy chatty one today. I have been doing so many really intense videos that take a lot of time to film and produce. I've of course been doing a lot of sewing, the 18th century dress, and just other sewing projects in between as well, and the hair history series. I don't think I have ever invested as much time into one video as I have with every one of these hair history videos. I like doing it, but I really needed to just have an easier video for once. One where I can just sit down and talk, do a fairly simple edit and be done with it. So here we are guys, tea time. These are actually one of my favorite videos to make, even though they aren't the most popular things on my channel, but who cares? I like making them. You like watching them because you're here, so thank you for that. So yesterday on Instagram I asked you guys what topics you would like me to talk about in today's tea time video, and something that came up a lot actually is winter blues, seasonal affective disorder, not feeling quite your best when the sun doesn't come up as much as you would hope. So I thought, you know what, that is a perfect topic for a tea time video. That's what we're going to talk about today. I definitely experienced that myself as well. When I was a kid, I used to adore winter. I loved it. It was a magical time for me. Christmas is my all-time favorite holiday, like ultimate favorite, highlight of the year. My birthday's in winter. And also I had an excuse to stay inside. I loved being inside as a kid. But yeah, the older I get, the harder I seem to take it really. Autumn and winter, and the days shortening, the lack of light really affects me. I mean, in winter, the sun tends to set around 4 or 5 o'clock around here, and it rises fairly late in the morning as well. Like right now, it only gets light around 8 o'clock, I think maybe even later. And there are many days when in between, it sometimes looks like the sun hasn't risen at all, and I just keep the lamps on all day. Those are just horrible. So many people experience this in the darker months, and there are definitely things you can do to help. Things that I have found that really make it better, make it easier for me to get through the darker months. So I thought maybe we could share some tips. I'll share mine, you share yours in the comments. So the first thing, which is actually huge, and I think this helped me tremendously in the past 2 years. I think it's been 2 years since I've been doing this. Taking vitamin D supplements. This is a huge one, guys. It helps so much. It is very easy to get a vitamin D deficiency when you live in a country that gets very dark in winter. We need that sunlight to thrive. And really taking a vitamin D supplement every day is such an easy and effortless way to help. So I highly recommend doing that if you don't do so already. Although, as with any supplement, of course, if you are unsure, then please do discuss this with your doctor or physician. But in general, it's a good idea to take a vitamin D supplement in the dark months in darker countries, especially if you have darker skin as well. So yeah, that is definitely my number one tip. The second thing is to go out often. I know I just said I love not going out in autumn and winter, but it is so good for you. Being locked inside a house, as we've seen the past 2 years, isn't the healthiest thing, especially if your house is tiny like ours and you physically can't move inside the house. Going out and getting a little bit of exercise is so important to your happiness. Exercise, moving, releases all of those good, happy hormones, and it just really, really helps lift your mood. So preferably go out, smell the fresh air, look at the trees, feel a little bit of sunlight, if possible, on your skin. And if this really isn't an option, then I highly recommend exercising in a different way. So going to the gym, taking some classes maybe. Dance classes are wonderful. I take ballet myself and I absolutely love it. But yeah, moving, staying active is a huge one. And it doesn't have to be a lot, but just a couple minutes a day with a bit more vigorous exercise, a couple of times a week really helps keep your mood elevated a lot more. And it also prevents you from feeling like you're in a slump and just that kind of lazy bluff feeling where you don't really want to get up. I feel like exercising regularly really can help with that. The renovations in the building are getting really noisy again, but I'm just gonna keep on filming because it's pretty much constant. So apologies if you can hear any renovation noises. But another thing I like to do in autumn and winter that helps with the winter blues is to really heavily lean into the whole coziness thing. All the things that are fun and good about autumn and winter, the things that you can look forward to. So things such as, lighting candles, having hot beverages, baking is really fun to do in autumn and winter, cuddling up under a blanket, watching a movie, watching an old favorite movie. Did I mention lighting candles? Probably. Something else I like to do is after Christmas, because that is when it gets really bad for me. I'm good pretty much until Christmas, and then after New Year's is when it really hits, because that's kind of this like bleak period of nothingness. So what I do is I keep the Christmas lights up. I take down all of the very outspokenly Christmassy decorations, anything red and gold, things like that. But I like to leave some of the lights up, like the candle holders, some of the decorations that are just fairy lights, things like that. I like to keep those up all throughout winter because they just make the place look more cozy and festive and cheerful, and it brings light. It helps bring a little bit more light into the home, which is definitely welcome in winter as well. So just making the space cozy and really trying to enjoy all of the fun activities that come with winter, maybe doing some arts and crafts in the evenings. And playing games with friends. Yes, here I am, the person who has always said she hates board games. I think I'm a convert. Somehow, my husband made it happen. We have been playing board games all throughout the pandemic. It's kind of something that we were able to keep up doing, a way for us to meet up with friends, either in real life or digitally. Something easy and fun to do. And I am starting to really see the value of an evening of playing board games with friends. So yes, I am going to recommend that. Or maybe a puzzle. Fun, cozy activities like that. Speaking of that period of nothing between Christmas and spring, that is actually my favorite time to book a weekend away, a city trip, staying somewhere, visiting a different city, visiting a museum, going to a cafe, but honestly just bigger outings that give you something to look forward to, like little mini holidays that you can just sprinkle across that period and that give you something to be excited about. I really love the excitement that comes with anticipating a little getaway. Yeah, that just always brings me a lot of joy. I love preparing, researching the place we're going to, seeing all the fun things we can do there. And that is something that really helps to brighten up that period for me. Good old-fashioned escapism. Now is the perfect time to get lost in a good book, preferably a series of books so that it never ends. Revisiting old favorite movies that bring you a lot of comfort. I love rewatching the whole Harry Potter series during autumn winter. But yeah, getting under a blanket, turning on a little reading light and getting lost in a good book is the best way to make time go by quickly and make the time more enjoyable. And along that vein, if I may, I would like to make a case for gifting people books on Christmas. Books are honestly my favorite gift to receive around the holidays because it gives you something to do, and books are just amazing gifts in general. Do you give people books? They are fantastic. Or you could get together with friends and swap books, or do like this, make this mini library of all of everybody's favorites and trade books, or you could just lend them out to each other if you would like them back eventually. But oh, this is so much fun. I should do this. A book swap with friends. This is a good idea. I think we're onto something here, guys. You know what else is a great way of some kind of gentle escapism? Video games. If you're into that type of stuff, video games are fantastic. And also, if you're not into video games, there are video games for people who are not into video games. Like, I only enjoy a very specific type of video game. I really enjoy kind of gentle, no stress, wholesome, if that's the right word I can use for this, types of video games. Last year, or was it the year before? I don't know, the whole pandemic is just one big year for me. I actually replayed My Sims Kingdom on the Wii. We have an old Wii. Nintendo Wii, and I love that. It is so cute. You just walk around in this like magic medieval, like lightly medieval fantasy inspired country, land, islands actually. You are like this magic wand wielder that has the ability to create things. So you just go to all these islands and then the inhabitants need help with something, building something, and you build it for them and they're happy and they give you like points and stuff. And it is so cute. There is zero pressure, zero stress, no time limits, no races or anything like that. And it's just so cute. And last year for Christmas, I actually got Robert the Lego Harry Potter games as a Christmas present. They remade them for the Nintendo Switch, but I have actually been playing it more than he has, and guys, I love them. They are a tiny bit more pressure and stress than the My Sims Kingdom, but still very laid back. There is a surprising amount of open world that you can just walk around in. You can walk around Hogwarts. It is really fun. I'm going through the entire series. I'm now at game 7. It's taken me a year. I don't play very often, but when I do, it's really fun. Yeah, I'm now gathering the Horcruxes and everything, and it is just, again, it's so cute. I love the Lego humor, like Lego adaptations of anything are just my favorite thing. Lego Batman is one of my favorite movies ever. I adore that specific type of humor. It kills me every time. And the Lego games have that as well. So I have really enjoyed playing that. It's just a great way to get your mind focused on something that is fun and enjoyable and stimulate, some of those endorphins. It's getting increasingly harder for me to film, so I think I'm going to end it here, but I do think I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say about this topic. One last thing I did want to mention is if it gets really bad for you and you really feel super down and like you're unable to function properly and you just really struggle getting out of bed in the morning, please go talk to a professional, get some therapy. This is a very common thing. Many people suffer from it, and therapists have the tools and the knowledge to help you with it in a more effective way than I can. But yeah, I think those are all the tips that I have for dealing with winter blues. So if you have any that I haven't mentioned yet that works fantastically for you, then please leave them in the comments below so we can all help each other out. I'm gonna stop filming here because I don't think they're gonna stop for the rest of the day, and I think my next video is gonna have to be a sewing one so that I don't have to talk so much. We really need to move. But that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me for this cozy little chatty video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more cozy chats, but also sewing, fashion, lifestyle, and beauty videos. If you would like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there are links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There is another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next if you're not done watching YouTube videos just yet. Thank you so much for watching once again, guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!